Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? I hope that all of you are fine and healthy. So, students, we have learned several things about this topic that you are now watching or you are now viewing on your screen of your mobile phone or computer or laptop. That is the sentence and types of sentence. Okay, so types of sentences and also the definition of sentence, all these things we have learned. Now what is required to do, we have learned, that is okay, but the most important thing is to do a recapitulation, or we have to recap whatever things we have learned earlier. Okay, so as we have learned several things about this topic, so now it's the time for review. Okay, now it's a time for review, or now it's a time for recapitulation. So now you are thinking that what ma'am is telling about recapitulation, what does ma'am mean by recapitulation? Actually, recapitulation means you have to revise all those things that you have learned earlier. It makes your understanding better. Okay, you can learn this topic in a deeper way, or you can learn it in the depth. Okay, in the depth you can learn this topic. Okay, so as we have learned what is a sentence, and we have also learned the types of sentence, so today we will just recap. And as you know, there are several types of sentences, so today we will only learn the definition of sentence, or only recap the definition of sentence, and also declarative and interrogative sentence. I mean, now we need to see what is a sentence. A sentence can be defined as a group of words which gives complete sense. Okay, for example, the sun rises in the east. Okay, and it will always begin with the, or it begins with the capital letter. You have to remember it. Okay, and at the end you will put the punctuation mark as per the nature or as per the purpose of that sentence. Here, as it is, you can easily identify it is a declarative sentence or assertive sentence. That's why full stop. Okay, so now we need to learn the types of sentences. I mean, we need to revise the types of sentence. Okay, so sentences, the first one, that is assertive or declarative. The second one, interrogative, then imperative, then optative, and last but not the least, that is the exclamatory sentences. Okay, students, assertive sentences only give us information. Interrogative means question type. Imperative means it will indicate request or order. Okay, or your suggestion or advice towards someone or to someone. Optative means wish or prayer, and exclamatory means it will express your emotions. Okay, students, emotions in the sense whatever you are feeling inside yourself, like your happiness, your sadness, your anger, your irritation, all these things. Now, declarative sentence. The cat is seated on the chair, or on a chair. Subject, the cat. Then you can see predicate, and the last that you can see punctuation. It is the example of declarative sentence. A declarative sentence is a sentence that expresses a statement. In general, it declares something. This type of sentence is used to convey a message, for instance, expressing your opinion or view about a particular point. Okay, it is the most important of all the 4 or 5 types of sentences. Simple declarative sentences, you can see he plays, and compound means little bit difficult or little bit long sentences. He wanted to visit her grandmother, but she wanted to visit her aunt. She loves Jason. And compound declarative, like Jason wants to do well in his studies. Okay, now interrogative sentences. An interrogative sentence is a sentence whose grammatical form indicates that it is a question. Yes, interrogative sentence means it will ask you a question, and there are several or different types of interrogative sentences. We will learn it later. Interrogative sentence can serve as yes no question or WH question, the latter being formed using an interrogative word such as who. Latter means WH questions, who, which, where, how, to specify the information that is required. Now, questions are also frequently marked by intonation, and in particular a rising intonation pattern. Okay, so these are some information, or these things we need to learn about interrogative sentences. Now, types of interrogatives. Yes no interrogatives. Yes no interrogatives are questions that can be answered with a yes or a no response. For example, are you ready to go? Yes, I'm ready to go. Did you go to the game Friday night? You can answer it either with yes or no. Alternative interrogatives are questions that provide for two or more alternative answers. For example, would you prefer chocolate or vanilla ice cream? Shall I call or email you? So here you will get options, alternation. You will get options and you can choose one of them. Okay, like would you prefer chocolate cake or vanilla ice cream? Like that. Shall I call or email you? Options you will get in alternative interrogatives. Okay, WH interrogatives. Sentences begin with a WH word and call for an open-ended answer. They begin with what, when, where, who, whom, which, whose, why, and how. The answer can be a simple response or complex explanation. For example, what are you doing? Which songs or which song do you like the best? Now, tag questions. Tag questions are questions that attached or tagged onto the ending of a declarative statement. They transform a declarative sentence into an interrogative sentence. For example, you live in the city, don't you? We need to get going now, don't we? Like that. Okay, so these are some types of interrogatives, interrogative questions. I will again show you some more examples for your better understanding so that you can understand how to form this type of sentences. Alternative interrogatives means these are some questions that provide for two or more alternative answers. You will get options here, as I have said. In other words, you are providing a choice. You are getting a choice to select. For example, would you prefer chocolate or vanilla ice cream? Should I call you or email you? Do you want coffee, tea, or soda? Which one do you want? Do you want coffee or tea or soda? Okay, so in the alternative interrogatives, you will get options, and out of those two or three options or alternatives, you can choose one. Okay, or more than one. Sometimes if the options are more than two or three, then you will get the options and you can select out of it. Okay, now we need to again learn or again revise about tag questions. What are tag questions? Tag questions are questions that are attached or tagged onto the ending of a statement. Okay, yes, they transform a declarative sentence into an interrogative sentence. How they will transform then? You live in the sentence. You live in the city. This is the declarative statement or generally a statement. And at the end, you can see the question that is formed, don't you? We need to get going now, don't we? There is a game on today, isn't there? You are coming to the party, aren't you? Like that. In this way, this tag questions, they transform a declarative sentence into an interrogative sentence. Okay, and these are attached or tagged onto the ending of a statement. As you can see, we are coming to the party, aren't you? Yes no interrogatives. Yes no interrogatives are questions that can be answered with a yes or a no response. You probably ask or are asked these questions every day. For example, did you take your medicine this morning? Do you have your homework ready? Are you ready to go? Is your brother home? Okay, these are some examples of yes no interrogatives. Yes no means these questions can be answered either with yes or with no. Okay, if I ask you that what do you like, do you like ice cream or coffee? If I like that, do you ready to go, or are you ready to go? So in that sense, you have to write yes. Here you are with a list of WH questions with their meanings and examples. Who means person. Who is your favorite singer? What, it will indicate things, idea, information, action. What are you holding? What are you thinking about? Okay, what kind of the poet do you have? Okay, what are you doing? Where means place. Where is the nearest hospital? Why means reason. Why do you like to your mom? Okay, when means time. When is Lucy's birthday? Whose means possession. Whose book is this? Which means choice. Which pair of the shoes do you like more? Okay, so these are WH questions, and this will start with the WH words who, what, where, why. these things. And yes no means those questions can be answered with either with yes or no. Like, do you like tea or coffee? Are you ready to go? Yes or no? Now, declarative and interrogative sentences. A declarative sentence makes a statement and ends with a period. An interrogative sentence asks a question. An interrogative sentence begins with a question word or a verb and ends with a question mark. Okay, for Atlanta is the capital of Georgia. Is Georgia part of the United States? Where is the Suwannee River located? Three important rivers flow through Georgia. The Atlantic Ocean borders Georgia on the east. What is the name of that huge Georgia swamp? Do islands protect the Georgia coast from strong storms? You have to add periods to the end of declarative sentence and add question marks to the end of the interrogative sentence. And remember that yes no type questions means the questions can be answered either with yes or no. Okay, like are you ready to go? Yes or no? Okay, so thank you very much students. Please do those exercises, and this is only a recapitulation video. It means that you have to recap all these things. Next day we will again learn some more types of sentences. We will again revise those things. Please remember these things, and please practice more and more at your home. Be safe, be healthy. Okay, thank you to all of you. Have a great day ahead.